And when it's over, and when it's over, you're my heart again. And then it's over. How do the lyrics go? And when it's over, I could have sworn. Hello, everyone. Tom, aka Noster Thomas. And when it's over, that's the time I fall in love again. And then it's over. That's the time you're in my heart again. And when you go, 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 it never ends. Great freaking song. How is it do? How is it doing? What the hell? I've already had a very rough morning. I've been on a bus that's flipped 17 times. Um, Dealing with licensing issues. I'm sorry, my email signature says senior engineer, not asshole in the procurement team. I was on the phone for over an hour this morning dealing with licensing issues. It's just frustrating, right? Give me, I built, all right, let's not get upset. Do a little bit of venting, and then we turn that frown upside down, and then it's over. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over the stock market. I'm over crypto. No, I'm not over that. I'm a bit over, and then it's over. A ding, 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 ding. We are way late on that. A ding, a ding, ding. A ding, 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 ding. Kurt in the mother house. How you doing, my brother? He says he's over it too. He's ready to go all in. We're gonna be waiting a while, I think. My my investment. Be sure to smash that absolutely free like button. I'm how does that expression go? I'm focusing on my inner crypto visor. This is my investment thesis. Um, I'm getting a little. It's a little annoying. He says that anyway. He says the same. Like he spends an hour of his video, 30 minutes of it, saying the same thing over and over and over. Kurt, how he was right about FTX, how he was right about this, how he's right about that. This is my investment thesis. Be sure to absolutely hit the free like button, and then you get like 5 minutes of him reading an article and then his bad opinion on it. Oh my goodness, it's the same shit. I know. Look, I know it's not easy, and I know sometimes I regurgitate myself. You regurgitate your Gordon Wood. Yeah. Well, my problem is I just plop him on, and it just kind of usually goes in the background, or like it's a good like listen to. It's a good listen to while like I'm looking at my yield farms, or I'm not like totally focused. But it gets a little nauseating at times. Just like it's probably a little nauseating that I complain about him every day. So I'm no different, right? Anyway, a ding 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 ding, the market. My streams are probably great. In all honesty, you should put my streams on as you're going to bed. Try and absorb as much alpha as you can, and then by osmosis of the rest of it, you wake up in the morning, you'll be a freaking genius. Um, Dr. Andrew Huberman has been telling me how great cold plunges are in the morning. I'm like, God damn. So 2 nights ago, I'm like, yeah, man, I'm going to get up in the morning and do a cold plunge. The second you wake up, you immediately go to the shower and you blast the cold water on you for 1 to 3 minutes. I'm like, yeah, no problem. No problem. Although deep down inside, I'm like, it's probably not going to be that easy, right? 2 mornings in a row, I wake up, no effing shot. There is no, first of all, it's already like 63 degrees in my house, and I'm already kind of cold. My body's aching. There's no doubt in my mind. If I just grabbed the cojones and went in there, it's probably a great shock to your system. I know it does stuff for your brown adipose tissue and this and that, and there probably is great benefits. But my God, are you like the 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 amount of willpower that would take? Ooh, Ooh, maybe in the summer, right? Oh, it won't be. Maybe in the summer. Trust me, it'll probably be just as bad. Anyway, I digress. Let's pop on over to the market, see what's going on. I see a retro in the house. How you doing, brother? I've already popped out the chat. Where did that bitch go? There we go. Here it comes. What happened? Cardano finally rug? Nah. It's just a silly title that I put up to kind of get over the bad mood I was in. I mean, I could say a million things I'm over. It's all just clickbait BS. I didn't like it's over. I didn't have any new titles. So for today it's over. I give up. I should have said I give up. Oh, you know what? I need to turn up my volume, so you guys are going to have to adjust on your end. All right. Hopefully that didn't blast your ears out. Please adjust the volume on your end. That's tomorrow's title. Yeah, there we go. Let's just create it right now. I give up. This was literally me just. I was on the phone for over an hour, like dealing with licensing. I'm the engineer. The team, give me the correct license. Oh, there's a problem? Oh, you don't want to handle it? I have to. Well, I don't understand what's going on here. I give up. Yeah, I'm just going to be like, Anyway, the market. Now, my investment thesis is the bottom's not in. CryptoVisor's investment thesis is the bottom is in, but he has unless, right? The bottom's in unless, it wicks down for a day, that doesn't count. Like, what? Yeah. So now he can eventually, sometime in the future, he said, I was right. It only wicked down for 5 weeks. Got a license for that alpha. Yeah, I should start charging you guys licenses. You need a license. You need a pilot license to enter the chat. My thumbnail did have the hat on it, so that'll probably cost me. That'll either gain me 500 subscriptions or cost me 20. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, license required to watch. Tesla been getting hamskied lately. The market in general, the Nasdaq's up 65. What's interesting is crypto has been either holding tight or pumping a little when the Nasdaq and the stock market have been down and flat. There are some critical levels coming up in the Nasdaq and the E-mini S&P. Like if it breaks that, whoosh, right? It is. I think the SPY is going to like 3,200. We could take a look at that in a bit. That is my investment thesis. Oh, shut the hell up, Tom. As I say, you all need to make your own decisions. There's certain people in the chat that think and in the Discord that think that's bottoms in. Look, I don't know if they're right. I don't know if I'm right. I've told you a million times. I could be wrong. And I'm okay with being wrong, right? I'm okay with being wrong. The more important thing is are you okay with being wrong? I see sometimes this big D is just thrown out on the table and they're 100% sure they're right. And I don't know if people are watching their size. If you're wrong, is your size going to hurt you? That's all that matters, right? If you're wrong, are you sized proportionately? Meaning, if you're wrong, can you take the pain? The hardest part of investing is taking pain. And let me tell you, there's a lot of freaking pain in these markets. You're talking serious battle scars. And sometimes you take the pain and that pain don't go away. Sometimes you take the pain and that pain don't go away. What does that mean? It's quite simple. Sometimes you continue to hold on to this stock or this crypto thinking it's going to rebound and it might not, right? So there's a lot of things you can do to protect yourself against this. Don't spend a huge part of your money on freaking high-risk plays. What's a high-risk play? First of all crypto is a high-risk play. Anything beyond Bitcoin and Ethereum is immediately like 10x riskier. right? And then you got your Cardanos, your Avalanches, your Matics. Those are considerably riskier than Ethereum. And then once you get outside of those, your Chainlink, I put Chainlink. Once you get outside of those, it's probably more likely that it's going to fail than it's going to succeed. So watch your size accordingly. If you're going to be all in crypto and you're one of those bros, like there's people in the past, all they did was invest in Tesla. Tesla could have gone the other way. Tesla almost went bankrupt. They held on, and there was a huge success story in it. And that's what will fuel whoever YOLO's all into Solana, or whoever YOLO's all into Cardano, or whoever YOLO's into all in like Atom, for example, and holds on. You may or may not be right? The odds are probably against you, but if you're right, that's that. The problem is that's where like these amazing success stories come, and a lot of very wealthy people got wealthy because they believed in one thing and they somewhat hit the lottery. So I think that, so Kurt says, I think, just my opinion, not financial advice. Let me get my lawyer. But it seems like since so many people think the bottom is 12K means it probably, nah, I say there's just as many people that think the bottom's in. It's not like everyone thinks we're going down. I see quite a few people that think the bottom's in. I see people talking about and I'm talking smart people that I listen to. Like one bro is showing me this indicator is going to show a nice rally coming. So it's mixed. And at the end of the day, how many times I got to tell you, no one freaking knows, right? You could have every bit of data ahead of time and still get it wrong. There's been countless times where I could tell you these are going to be the numbers on a stock. And if you knew these numbers, what would you have done, right? If you would have went all in, sometimes it doesn't matter. The street's like, whatever, and it goes the opposite way. So you can have a lot of data ahead of time and not know. That's why this whole like Senate House is kind of like blown out of proportion. It doesn't, so. Just like the top was 100K, didn't make it. Yeah, that one was there. There was definitely a lot more people thinking 100K, except for like crypto saving. I will say it's probably skewed a little bit more to the downside, but it's not. There's still plenty of people that think the bottom's in. I was thinking about it, blah blah. Oh yeah, so you guys are talking about Harmony One. I'm not interested. That chain's going to zero. The bridge is over for that chain. It has no shot. It has no shot. Like it's still completely out of parity over there. It's worse. Ethereum, all that is like way worse than it was several months ago. I took my losses on it. They don't have any real recovery plans. I don't know. They got like some partnership or some kind of funding, and they're trying to work. The dude, the longer this bear market lasts, the worse off they are. We'll take a look at that. Actually, let's finish up the stock market real quick. E-mini S&P up 18. NASDAQ up 30. They were up. So the NASDAQ was up 60 not too long ago. It's already starting to pull back. We'll take a look at the charts on this again. I think any rally right now is just a bull trap. A nice, like, let's get these idiots, it's a new year. These mental dumbasses, let them think it's going to pump, right? We'll pump the market up 5, 10, 15, 5, 10%, show them green for a few days and then really pull the plug. It's kind of the vibe I feel. Tesla, I kind of want to do a trade like Chicken Genius Singapore is an idiot. I actually really like Chicken Genius, and I don't think he's an idiot, but something along the lines, Chicken Genius Singapore's critical mistakes on his Tesla trade. He did make 3 or 4 really big mistakes trying to do some advanced trading. He's a really smart bro. Like he knows, like I'm saying he's smarter than me on a lot of like a lot of like macro factors, the Fed and all this stuff. Same thing I'll say about Meet Kevin. But when it comes to like how to trade options, I'll bury him, son. I'll bury him, right? Come talk to me, chicken. We wouldn't have had those mistakes, but he's down. He's down on that Tesla trade. Tesla trying to rebound right now. The Maverick of Wall Street just did a video on Tesla. He's kind of pounding the table. I love him, but I kind of disagree with him on this Tesla video. Let's see. Basically, buy enough to replenish my bags to what they were. For me to do that, I would at half a penny, I would have to spend, I don't know, maybe like $1,500. Let me do the math. No, I would have to spend like 15,000. Oh no, 1,500. Yeah, because it would be 0.005. 1,500 divided by 0.005. Maybe, right? Because I did have like 300,000 Harmony One. No, I'm not. Dude, no, you're not. Casca in the house. Hey, how you doing, sister? There's no way. I'm done with this. It's over, right? You don't buy losers. You don't dollar cost average down into losers, and Harmony One is a loser, right? Just like Solana is a loser. Now, Solana has more of a chance than Harmony One, and I could be wrong on both, right? So if you think it's worth taking that risk and you're watching your size, go for it. But my investment, we need a poll. We need a poll. Yeah, if it goes to zero, the gains will be infinite. All right, we need a poll. I got nothing. Let's see. Come on, Tom. You can do better than that. Is the bottom end? Oh, you gonna ask that freaking poll again? All right, I got a poll. We'll do Biddy. We'll do ETH. We'll do ADA. And we'll do Sol. And I can't add another one. I would ask Adam. Adam's better than Sol, but some people might disagree. A boom. A boom, boom, a boom. And when it's over. Yeah, so if I bought another 300,000, it only cost me 1,500, and when Harmony One's $1, I'll have $300,000. When Harmony One's $3, I'll have $900,000. When Harmony One's the price of Bitcoin, are you kidding me? I could definitely retire. Get out of fantasy land, people. Get out of fantasy land. All right, so NASDAQ now back up to like 50 points. Bitcoin futures are up a little bit. It looks like it's in contango, boys and girls. That's good for the good kids. It had been in backwardation for a long time, so that's a bullish sign. I know you don't know what I'm talking about, but I've explained it before. Go back to the tape. Contango means the futures are lower. No, wait. It's still in backwardation. I'm an idiot. You guys are the smart ones. I'm the idiot. When the future price is lower than the spot price, it's in backwardation. When it's bullish, it's in contango. The future price is higher than the spot price. Jonathan in the house. How you doing, brother? What do you think of algo? I don't know. I've been asked that before. Are you sure it wasn't by you? Are you... Jonathan in the house. I don't have a problem with Algorand. Like I said in the past, Charles Haskison likes it. It's not my cup of tea. I haven't done a lot of research on it. I know it's got a very strong community, just like Cardano. In fact, they have more TVL than Cardano. I don't, let's take a quick look. What do they got going on over there besides Stacy's mom? And when it's over, Bitcoin. We're definitely going to take a look at this chart in a second. Bitcoin 16,800. That's the highest it's been for a minute, huh? I still haven't got my Twitter blue. Be sure to be following me at Nostradamus. We talked about Meldbank yesterday on Cardano and soon coming to AVAX. I'm really excited about that. I don't know if I mentioned it, but there's no word. It's going to be a neobank. I don't know if they're going to be FDIC insured and all that. So that's definitely something I want to get some answers on. Though, just because they're FDIC insured isn't just like, that's a nice, huge green check mark to have. But, I mean, if the bank goes under, you may or may not get your money when it's FDIC insured, and that shit's going to take a while, right? All right. We got 8 people. 9. What is the... I'll tell you about Algo. The algorithm has been liking me a lot more lately. Let's be sure to hit that absolutely free like button, because this is the greatest crypto stock and just general real world alpha on the planet. Ask me anything. I got the answer. And I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. If you want to hear what you want to hear, go take your ass over to Cryptos R Us. He'll pump you full of hopium. All right. Or if you're a bear, take your ass over to Crypto Savvy. He'll fill you full of bear opium. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Not talking fantasy though, just talking about bro. Just take that loss. The party's over. The bridge is over on Harmony One. We're gonna take a quick look at out. My province's government is talking about introducing a DID, but it's Bill Gates WEF slave DID, not Cardano. It'll be the straw that breaks the back for me to become politically involved. Yeah, man, I gotta tell you what. Canada politics is probably falling off the biggest cliff I've ever seen in my life. That shit's like straight Third Reich over there, basically. All right, that's a bit extreme, Tom. Calm down. It's not that, but yeah, I don't know, man. Canada. There was a point in time where I thought moving to Canada was the move. You're not gonna get. You know, the thing that really blew my mind is I was watching. Michaela Peterson, who's the daughter of Jordan Peterson, which a lot of people seem to hate. I haven't really listened to that guy, so I don't know what his major problem is. I will say his daughter's pretty freaking fine, and she deals with a lot of issues health-wise that I deal with, so I find her interesting. Anyway, she had More Plates, More Dates on the channel. If you're not watching More Plates, More Dates, that's a pretty funny bro, and he knows his shit. Kind of in, bodybuilding and all that, but he knows a lot about like nutrition in general. Anyway, long story short, he was talking about how you can't even go to a doctor in Canada and order a blood test. Like the doctor be like, who are you to think you need a blood test? Like what? Like free healthcare. I mean, I always would, when the United States was trying to get past Obamacare and free healthcare, most of the world has free healthcare. Canada has free healthcare. What effing good is free healthcare if you can't get healthcare? Canada's gone communist. Yeah, but the Third Reich is that's not really communist. That was what was that? More like a monarchy, or they hate him because he spits truth against the woke garbage. They hate who? Encourage men to become strong, productive members of society. Ricky in the house. How you doing, brother? She's a shill. Who's a shill? Casca? Casca's not a shill. Who's a shill? Like, dude, you guys are all over. I'm completely lost. Who's the she? Is there a Canada run by a she? Who's a shill, Ricky? All right, we were going to look at Algorand real quick. Algorand, DeFi Llama, Chains. I just wanted to quickly look. So there's Cardano, 51 million. I don't understand if you say include TVL at 66 million, but Oh, stake. If you include staking, there's way more than 15 million in staking. Let's go to chains. Algorand, I think, just has mostly some NFT stuff going on. Algorand, number 21, 103. They basically have double the TVL. AlgoFi, 59 million. And Folk Finance, 21 million. Let's take a look at AlgoFi. Is this just some kind of DEX or whatever? Website. It's not what I wanted to do. I don't. Is this EVM compatible? I don't even know. Or do you have to have its own app or its own wallet? Well, we'll find out right now. Add Algorand to MetaMask. Yeah, it looks like, I'm assuming it's EVM compatible. I haven't done the due diligence on it. So, again, like I said, I know a lot of people like it. You're just not paying attention. Oh, Jordan Peterson. Yeah. No, dude, like, you're not paying attention. Let's see. She's a shill. But if she gets you back on meat, I'll. Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. Why? What's she a shill for? What is Michaela Peterson a shill for? I'm genuinely interested. If she's a shill, please wake me. Please awaken me. You're just not paying attention. I'm talking. They hate Jordan Peterson. Ricky's saying his daughter. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm not. It's not that I'm not paying attention. I just can't put two and two together, bitch. I'm like on a. I'm like three. I'm down here slamming Canada, and I forgot what I said about Jordan and Michaela Peterson, dude. Dummy Tom, yeah. So why is she a shill? And Jordan Peterson, I look, dude. I know a lot of people don't like him. I don't know why. I don't. I don't know what he's a thinker. What is Jordan Peterson? He they don't like his ideals. I don't freaking know. The dude's rich. Yeah, get him. You get him. All right, let's get on to crypto. Let's see what's going on with the price of crypto. Don't hate me. If you hate Jordan Peterson, I'm not saying I like him. I'm saying I don't know. There's a lot of people out there. A lot of people hate. You know, I don't pay attention to him. I got more important things to do, like learn Python, right, Kurt? Oh, I feel so bad about that. I do want to learn Python, but my God, man. There's only so much brain power left in me when I'm done configuring switches and firewalls and dealing with licensing issues by the end of the day. All right, Bitcoin. It's still, this sideways triangle thing is still happening. It's currently out of it. I'm at the weekly right now. I don't know if these lines could be adjusted at all. I mean, if we just do the fatties, let's just move this to the fatties. Let's not include the wicks. I mean, I don't know. This looks like a bear flag. It's still kind of in it, I guess. I mean, we can go like this, or we can go to the wicks. Do we go to the wicks? Yeah, if we go to the wicks, it fits nicely. We go to that wick. We're gonna ignore that wick. This wick was. We'll say this wick was a false breakout. So we're still in that triangle. We got this week and next week. Is something gonna happen? Let's see what the measured move. All right, so we're gonna go like that. All right, so Bitcoin's either gonna pop to 19.5 on the upside, and that's a problem right there. Everyone's getting that bullish, pound their chest. Here's the problem. We need to break past 19.5 to even start thinking bullish, right? That's a nice little support and resistance up there. We also got the 20. And to the downside, we're moving closer to where I think we're going. That 14K level, a lot of people are talking about, and I think it'll probably wick down to like the 12K before we start. Do not say those words. I'm not going to say those anymore, but that's what I think is going to happen. Again, I may be wrong. Again, I can tell you, if you can take the pain and you are bullish right now and you think you're going to miss out if you don't invest right now, worst case, again, not financial advice, worst case, if you can handle the pain, you're going to be okay. But if you can't handle the pain, or you don't watch your size, you invest too much, you're going to get destroyed. It's that simple. And here's the problem. Most people think they can handle the pain. Battle test yourself. If you've never really truly felt pain, battle test yourself with a little bit and see how you handle the pressure. It's a lot, and maybe work yourself up. I've worked myself up for a long time, and let me tell you, I'm in the most pain I've ever, that's not true. I'm up there with some of the biggest hands down like 5-10x down more than I've ever been down in my life. Is it the most pain I've ever been in the market? That's tough because I've blown out accounts before, right? And if you haven't blown out an account, you probably haven't learned enough lessons out there. The markets are tough. The stock market, everyone is out there on the other side trying to take your money. In crypto, it's worse. They're trying to take your money. They're trying to steal your money. They're trying to scam you out of your money. They're trying to manipulate you out of your money. Like if you just step into crypto, you're stepping into the biggest leagues out there, like right off the bat, right? Is beyond F since the liberal government. The problem with is that they're not liberal. They're big government, socialist, communists. And the problem also, they're so-called conservatives. Yeah, man, I don't envy your situation up there. I mean, it's not, our situation is not great, considering our past two presidents. I know I'm going to piss a lot of people off whatever, dude. Our last two presidents have, I mean, I will say during Trump, we were eating, right? I'd like to have those, we were eating days back. What's up with Sacramento? I heard it might get a little scary with, yeah, dude, there's a lot of water out here. It's raining like crazy. It's probably the most rain I've ever seen since I've been out here, maybe. I don't know. But I don't think I'm in a flood zone. There is a river about 1.5 miles away. If it gets to me, I'm pretty sure I don't have flood insurance. So, Kurt, get the bedroom ready. I'm waiting. Believe we will. Yep, Jonathan thinks we'll see 10 to 12K. I mean, I have buy orders in. I have a buy order in at 8 at 15 cents. I'm probably going to move some more money over to Coinbase, put buy orders in, like buy Bitcoin at. If it gets hit, it gets hit. If it don't, it don't. Again, I already have a lot of skin in the game. So I'm being patient, and it's tough. It has been a very long, like I've been getting more and more impatient, and then I just got to woosah myself. I got to relax. I got to stay patient. I got to stick to my plan. Usually when you abandon your plan is when shit goes off the rails. So I'm sticking to my plan. I'm being patient. I already have a big bag of Ethereum, a big bag of Cardano, and a big bag of Bitcoin, and a bag of Atom, right? I want to add all those, but I want to get them on the cheap. If I don't get them on the cheap, I'm not going to beat myself over the head. This is me, right? This is me. If I were to invest that money right now and then it went down 50, 60% like I think it's going to happen, then I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be miserable. I'm going to be a miserable, that's me, right? I'm going to be a miserable son of a bitch. However, if the bottom's already in and I have to buy it more expensive, right? If I have to buy Bitcoin once it gets to the 200 on the weekly or the daily, actually, I would look at it. If Bitcoin gets to the 200 on the daily, right around 20,000, bounces, retests up, other macro conditions look good. The S&P is doing the same thing, and it looks like a bull run is imminent, and I have to buy it more expensive and still make money, I'm not going to kick myself in the head. But right now, I'm going for that extra yellow. I want to get it cheap So the difference will be like I will be a lot wealthier if I'm right and sticking to my plan versus just wealthy. You know what I'm saying? So again, you got to make your own plan and stick to it. And if you're wrong, learn from it and adjust for the next one. The only way you can F up is it's simple. The main way you can F up is not by not watching your size, right? Size is everything. Size is 99% of everything. It doesn't matter whether you invest more than you, it doesn't even matter if you invest more than you can afford to lose. It's you invest more than like you panic sell, right? It's dumping, 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 and you're like, oh my goodness, I got a panic sell. It F's with you. You panic sell when it's dumping, right? You need to, it is very hard to get the mindset to buy when it's really, really cheap and sell when it's really, really high. I made the mistake of not selling when it's really, really high, but I'm not kicking myself for that either because I already had my plan B and I stuck to it. My plan B was wait until I'm right. If the Bitcoin market, the crypto market crashes, just wait until you're right and you'll be back. And I knew that would involve a lot of pain. And I diamond nuts. I haven't sold shit. Well, that's not true, but I haven't sold Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, and Atom. And in fact, I've added to every one of those bags. So I'm going to wait till I'm right. The next time around, I will take profits. I don't know when. I don't know how much. It'll be small amounts. But every single one of those will also be in long-term capital gains. It's not an easy ride. Crypto is not a get rich quick overnight, but it is, there is a lot of opportunity there. Most of you can't handle the pain. Let's see. Size of my penis, Casca. The size of how much you invest. If your size is too big, you're gonna screw up. If you have $20,000 to invest, and you invest 40,000 because you're out there on margin and taking loans, your size is way too crazy. If you have 20,000 to invest and you YOLO it all into Shiba Inu, you're taking a massive amount of risk there. Size of how you allocate your funds, but overall your size. The size of how much you invest relative to how much you can afford to lose, really. No, you should not. You should never, ever, ever be on margin. Everyone that's ever been on margin, go ask anyone that's been on margin, hasn't been margin called and had this shit scared out of them. Meet Kevin, who's getting margin called, right? Don't go on margin. Loans, I'm not going to say don't take loans, right? Sometimes you need a car loan. Sometimes you need a house loan. House loans are really good if you get a good interest rate and it's appreciating asset, and then you can cash out refi and do a lot of things there. You probably shouldn't take loans out to buy crypto. Yeah, Kevin is rich. He should do what he does. Kevin be a lot richer if he didn't make a lot of bad mistakes in the stock market. And he's probably losing more money than he's making right now. I want to know how much he lost, and I'm not talking about weight. All right, so Bitcoin, 16,700. It did get to about 16,008 something. On the daily, if we look at this, it's still mostly in the triangle. Here we are trying to break out, and then we went back in. False breakout. We are in the triangle on the daily. It's got a few more days of that. We take a look at the weekly, longer time frame. It's still setting up for 20,000 or 14,000, right? Someone's going to be right soon. And here's the problem. If it's the 20,000, if it breaks out to the 20,000, guess what we have? We still have a lower high. And then the next, even if it goes all the way up to 20,000, people are still going to beat in their chest. But it's still a lower high, right? It would be something like this, right? It still hasn't, you know what I'm saying? So for me, we have to get above, We have to get above 20,878 to start thinking we're bullish. And then I would love to see above the 200. More on the daily though. I would start getting more bullish. So let's take a look at it there. It would be, so above the 200 would be a little bit above, but it would still be a lower high. So this whole like 21,400 level is probably a pretty critical level for Bitcoin. We start getting to like 22, 23,000 and it holds and we don't, it's not a false breakout or whatever. And then we can start seeing the tides turn. But you also want to look at the dollar. You also want to look at bonds. You also want to look at the S&P 500. You also want to look at what are they doing, right? Again, Bitcoin's never been in a bear market. What is going to happen with inflation data? Is the Fed going to pivot, right? You want to take a look at all this stuff. Let's take a look at the SPX. I think the SPX is going to 3,200. Look at this. Look at this long-term trend line. This line looks like it maybe could be adjusted. Let's look at it on the weekly. This was just kind of a willy-nilly line I put together. I would need to think about this a bit more. It would probably be, okay, support, resistance, support. Yeah, so I mean, according to this, and it's a pretty short time frame. So if it starts happening, it could wick down below before it comes back up. But this is a long-term trend line. What do you think the odds are it's not going to touch this? So the longer this lasts, if we can make it till August, the bottom would be like 32.45. But again, it could correct way below it, way below this. It is flirting with the 200. If we come down and lose the 200, yeah, right? Pretty ugly over here. And all this stuff's on this table. We look at the NASDAQ. Don't make me show you the comparison between this and the dot-com bubble. Dot-com bubble, what we currently experienced was steeper, right? We got long-term trend lines coming down to 10,800 on the NASDAQ and possibly all the way down. Ugh. I can't even imagine that. But that long-term trend line and this trend line is just like, this trend line says it all really right here. Support, 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 support. Right? So anyway, coming down into this trend line and in this area seems highly likely to me, right? Whether it's now or we push the can down the road. It seems highly likely to me unless all of a sudden these markets are just going to start a whole new trajectory and ignore the last, I don't know, 40, let's see, actually, it's only about 14 years. But you can go back further to this one. This goes back further. And you can go something like that, maybe. It's still coming down to here, which is going to put you at about a 10,000. Dow Jones, no one cares. What's the dollar doing? Dollar's pumping. Dollar go up, stock market go down. So the dollar had a very strong day yesterday, I see. I think the dollar's going up to like the 120 handle. Yep, up here. And this goes back a very long time. I think the dollar is going to come back up to here, minimum around the 120, 121 handle. Jason! Jill Baggins in the house. Go check out the new Maverick of Wall Street video on Tesla. He's pounding the table. I mentioned in the Discord yesterday, if Tesla were to get to like $50, which would be a tremendous drop. I would have to consider going all in Tesla instead of buying crypto. Let's see how the poll's going. We have 9 votes. 22% said Biddy. 11% said ETH. 33% said ADA. And 33% said Sol. So 33% of these people are wrong. And 11% are right. I personally believe ETH is the best investment out of these 4 on the board, bar none. I've given my reasons on that numerous times over the last few videos, and I think Sol's going to 0. So 30% of the people are wrong. How can you justify Sol's the best investment on the board? Yeah, Manuel knows what's up. Manuel in the house. He's right. It's ETH. It's a no-brainer. It's ETH. In my opinion, not financial advice. I sit here and seriously consider just going all in ETH right now. It's a little bit more boring. You're not going to get your potential like 10, 15 X's like you might have on Cardano. But say you YOLO 50 grand on ETH and at 5 X's, you know, that ain't like half bad. You know what I'm saying? Ada all day, says Jason. Ada's like that other one where I kind of just want to go all into, just because I think it will be successful. I think there's an easy 10x plus in it, and them staking rewards are juicy. But ETH doesn't slack on the rewards either. ETH actually plays higher rewards than Cardano. Don't forget about Matic. Matic's a good chain. I'm more of an old G. I don't. Matic loses it every now and then. Matic looks shiny to me, and I want to buy some. And then I just like, it's too centralized for me. It's just way too centralized for me. And I'm more of a decentralized bro. I want to invest in hardcore decentralization and bring that to the light. I already know that like big banks and centralized entities are going to take control of Ethereum and things like that. There's nothing wrong with getting rich off of it. And there's going to be trade-offs to centralization and decentralization, etc. But for me, the one that really speaks to the cuckles of my heart is Cardano. Everything they do, everything Cardano does, I love. And I can go on and on to the break of dawn. All right. Let's see. Like, will they sell? Oh, anyone worried about E2? No, I'm not. There'll be some sell pressure, but I'm not worried at all. There might be some selling pressure, but buyers will step in at a certain point. ETH, if you looked at ETH, it's held up really freaking good this entire time. Or a lot of coins like Cardano is hitting lows. If you look at Cardano, it hit a low. It hit a low of the market recently, right? And you can look at a lot of chains. Solana hit a low. It is bouncing up, right? Everything's bouncing up, but it's at this point, it's still a lower high. BNB. BNB is not, I don't know. It's a lot of people are shorting this too. Looks like there's a little short squeeze going on right now, actually. Matic. Matic didn't hit a lower low. Solana definitely hit a lower low. But ETH, you could look at a lot of coins. AVAX, I'm pretty sure, lower low. Where's crappy near? Did I finally delete that off my list? There's near. Definitely hit a lower low, right? Ethereum? Oh, Bitcoin, right? How did Bitcoin do? Not too long ago, a lower low. This was the end of November. It's come up a little, and it's just been in a pretty boring range. But Ethereum, not too bad, right? Lower low was all the way back in June. The low was all the way back in June. It did have this pump was insane when it went to 2000. This was all around the merge. This was definitely a buy the rumor, sell the news. But it's held like 1200. You ask me, this thing should be around like, based on the price of Bitcoin, this thing should be around like 1,000, right? So it's held up really well. Yep, we're simply in plan B mode. We got it. All right. Holy shit. How's it 7:20 a.m.? I said I was going to keep these streams at 30 minutes, 45 minutes tops. It's 11 people, 5 likes. I don't know what I'm doing for the algorithm, but they love me lately. Be sure to hit that absolutely free like button. It behooves you to hit the subscribe button. I do stream every morning, market open, stock market open. We talk everything. We talk a lot of Cardano over here. Cardano is my favorite chain. I used to be bullied by the Harmonauts. All the Harmony. We built a pretty big channel on Harmony One. We got rugged. How's Fredora and Harmony One doing, by the way? Fredora 0.001, one of the biggest rugs in recent history. Harmony One. Didn't this recently go below a penny? Harmony One getting a little bounce to the ounce. I think this coin's going to zero. Solana is the story of the last day or two. This thing is just gone on steroids. This thing hit a low of $7.85. Big Dick said he bought a bag at $8.42. He's on cloud heaven right now. Not financial advice, but maybe you want to take some profits because I think this one's going back down. It's probably just back in its range for right now. There was probably some selling pressure. I'm not sure what caused the buying pressure. Again, I think the tech over here sucks. I think the team sucks. They get a strong community. I'll give them that. Projects are abandoning ship. If there's smoke, there's fire. If there's fire, there's fire. Solana might make it. But why would, that's some high risk shit. If you've YOLO'd your whole bag in Solana, or it's a big part of your bag, even Invest Answers, one of the biggest Solana shills on YouTube, it's only like 5-10% of his bag. He's like mostly in Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's solid investment advice right there from him, not from me. Anyway, let's see what's going on Twitter real quick. I'm still not blue check mark. Be sure to follow me at Nostradamus. Let's get a little refresh. Probably pretty boring. Oh wait, let's see what I've retweeted recently. Any good alpha? I found this really funny. This isn't me, but this is just really funny. Stake for 4 or 5% interest are going to NFTs and get a nice big honker full of cocaine, right? That shit. Jim Cramer, we already talked about that. So I guess that's the only thing I retweeted yesterday. I am Nostradamus, at Nostradamus PhD. I went to Hard Knock University, HKU, and got a PhD in pimping, hustling, and dope dealing. This right here might be why it's taken me so long to get blue check mark. And they might come back at me and say, you need to remove that shit and reapply in 7 days. Here we go. Cardano is the only blockchain that is ready for mass adoption. I agree with that. What they focus on security, scale up. Yep. Sing to me, baby. It's no wonder that experts predict it will be the first to reach $10 trillion mark. Okay. This guy's smoking crack. This guy, Jason from Three Peaks Trading, he's pretty bullish. He thinks the bottom's in. Ross Gerber, I'm driving a G. I can safely say it's a POS. Tesla's next level, blah, blah, blah. Tesla, what is Tesla doing? 110. What did Chicken do? The 121 puts? One of his biggest mistakes, spoiler alert for a video that I might do, is he was up 30% in a few hours. He should have taken his profits. Like, he should have. Now he's underwater. Do you think the floor of price of your favorite will ever hit 25K? Yeah, eventually, probably over time. Any updates? Switzerland just published a full list of merchants accepting Bitcoin. Holy shit. Let's move to Switzerland. But why would you want to spend your Bitcoin, right? I mean, if all your money was in Bitcoin, I'm not even going to go. Ricky, Rick K. Ooh, how you doing, baby? She is so fine. Talking about Damar Hamlin. He's still in critical condition. I'm just going to use it as my PFP for a while. Given Charles Haskinson, who the F made a... Look at this court sketch of SPF. Apparently, he pleaded innocent to all charges. Still only 226 air nodes on World Mobile. I love me some World Mobile. Actual utility. I'm watching too much actual utility. Actual utility. People putting up cellular networks. and using the World Mobile Token in Zanzibar and expanding. It's great technology. Let's see. Fazia, she's a tasty trader. Gary V. Oh, I went to a series. Who cares? Just sent a New York regulator fined Coinbase 50 million for allowing users to open accounts without proper 50 million. They shit that they wipe their ass in the morning with their morning dump with 50 million. It's like finding when they were finding Facebook. Jokes, dude. They find them an amount. That's why these big companies get away with bullshit. They don't find them enough, right? They find them, and it doesn't even hurt their petty cash. It doesn't even hurt their petty. Find them hard if they're effing up, right? Start setting some precedent. All right. What is it? Hello, Jessica Bradley Rushing. Who is this? DC, I am in you. Who is this? Justin, ADA has 2,952 stake pools. I thought they were over 3,000. You know, Ethereum has like 500,000 nodes. I was watching an interesting video from Crypto Crow. If you have 32 Ethereum, you can set up your own validator. Sometime in the future, I may want to do that. I don't know how profitable that's going to be in the future. I need to look into that. Whether I host, I'm not going to host it at my house. Electricity is too expensive. But I've always thought, like, if you could just set 32 Ethereum aside and just keep it locked in a node earning 5%, that over time, the amount of passive income that could generate, if it continues to pay that, I don't know. Does anyone know? Does anyone have their own Ethereum node? But if Ethereum just steadily goes up in value over time, it is deflationary-ish. It definitely has amazing utility. The financial system over there is the blue chip, right? That's where all the big money goes. And they're using a lot of the big blue chip things over there, like Aave and Yearn and Bancor and et cetera. So if you could just is that a goal? Get 32 Ethereum, just throw it up as a validator and forget about it and just have this nice passive income for the rest of your life, right? You pass on down to your kids, and the people that own these validators, it's basically the OPEC of the future. You have an Ethereum validator. It's basically like having your own oil well. And the more Ethereum you have, the more oil wells you have. Doesn't seem too crazy to me. Cardano, right? Same thing. I don't know how, like, their rewards go down over time. I don't know if it works out the same for Cardano. Fines are dumb. It isn't about the fine. Legal for a price. Exactly. It's legal for a price. They don't care. Retro. There's nothing worth running on blockchain right now. How many new poll? Should we time out Retro for 10 minutes? There's nothing worth running on blockchain right now. That's your perceived value. There's plenty of things worth running up. NFTs, 99% of them are scams, but there's legit NFTs out there that will become works of art and worth a lot of money over time. There's other things from NFTs coming that we'll see that probably already exist, whether it comes mortgages. I'm pretty sure there's some mortgage companies out there. I know for a fact one big mortgage company is looking into it. Car titles, tickets, right? All that shit's coming to NFTs and things I can't even think about. There's real financial things happening. You can take immediate loans. These assets can be loaned. You can get cash for your assets. Loan is one of the biggest, best values you could ever ask for, right? And that exists on numerous blockchains, Bitcoin, Ethereum, la-di-da-di. We like it, on and on. You can even probably get loans over on Shiba Inu. Put your Shiba Inu up for collateral and guaranteed to get, your loan, your loan squash. But that's definitely utility. Like I said, we got World Mobile Token. those brothers and sisters over in Zanzibar had no way to, you know how they communicated? This dude would get on his freaking donkey or walk 6 hours to the market and hope fish was there, right? Now they have air nodes up there. They use the World Mobile Token. They use a crypto token. They get minutes. They call and say, hey, do you have fish? Oh, is it fresh? Oh, don't, blah, blah, blah. Right. What? What, Retro? And this is on the Great Cardano, bitch. That all relies on some industry switching, but honestly, no one will bother. The latest was IBM and Merck's blockchain docs trading platform, and it recently... Bro, like, are you anti-crypto now? Are you selling all your crypto? IBM and Merck's. The latest was, I don't even know what this is. Trading, doc trading, a doc trade. Oh, you're saying that, what is, and it recently, yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Like, that's out of my, I don't know what's going on there. I would have to investigate it. But I believe Web3. I believe in Web3. Digital identity is going to be a big deal in Web3, controlling your identity. Social networks are going to come out of it. More gaming is going to come out of it. There are some interesting games I've seen recently. Jason bought some World Mobile. Hell yeah. Again, I'm not in World Mobile because I think I'm going to make a lot of money off of it. I just love the story. I want them to be successful. I do think it'll probably go up in value, but I don't 3x, 5x. If I lose it all, it's a small bag. I'm yield farming with it. I'm earning some indie. I'm happy. I'm here for the phone. But calling validators the equivalent oil wells that are some A-tier unrefined. No, I said they could be. I said, could they be the oil wells of the future, right? Could Ethereum nodes become the oil well of the future? It's not that far-fetched, brother. It's really not. If the entire world, or 50, 60, 70% of the entire world runs through Ethereum, and you have a validator and there's a finite amount of Ethereum out there, and you're earning Ethereum, you're earning an appreciating asset, and you're earning passive income, I'm sorry that I'm 14 steps ahead of you, but it's not that unreasonable for Ethereum validators to become oil wells of the future. It's not that, the theory is not that crazy. Koska says ETH is an infinite supply. No, it's more, let's see, the sound of money, the sound, money sound, what is that shit? Money sound, Ethereum, sound money, Ethereum. That is like saying Google and Facebook are just going to sit with their hands on their dick and don't do shit. The world ain't running on ETH. Man, you are... Why not? Why not, Retro? I'm saying it could happen. You're saying it... You might be right. You're acting like you're right, and but I'm saying you might be wrong. Let's see. ETH supply. So right now, it's not finite, and it's also not infinite. Over time, simulate. Let's see, simulate, is that how you do it? There's a way to see. Oh, here we go. ETH 2-year projection. It's going down. It's going down. The more it gets used, I mean, that's at a certain point, does it go to zero, or does the algorithm adjust? But it's not infinite. It is a slow piece of shit right now. So is Cardano. It's a slow number one piece of shit, right? Eventually, they're going to have to fix these scaling problems. ETH is, and they're working on it. Are they going to be able to fix their scaling problems? That's yet to be seen. If they fix the scaling problems, then my theory becomes a lot more relevant. So we'll have to see how this plays out. Maybe it all moves to Cardano. I can get behind the idea that scams will run on ETH. Man, you've been really jaded lately. Or any lame ass project that can afford real infra. There's a lot of banks are investing in Ethereum. J.P. Morgan, 65 million to consensus, right? The banking. Big banks, BlackRock, they're investing big money in this because they know it's the finance. It's going to be a huge part of the finance of the future. It's like a SPAC. I couldn't disagree more. Of the infrastructure world, it's a shortcut. I disagree. I disagree. I guess we're going to have to see over time who's right. I think Ethereum is going to be massive, and I do think it's well within reason for validators to become oil wells of the future. I really do. I also think it behooves the United States government and governments around the world to start stacking ETH, start stacking Bitcoin, start going away from oil and start working on battery storage and lithium mines and controlling lithium and nickel and all the other shit that goes into batteries, right? That those are going to be the oil countries of the future. I believe that the countries that are making Bitcoin a fiat or whatever, it's not a what are they? It's money or whatever do they call? I think they're making very very good decisions. And Bitcoin, I do think Bitcoin, there will be a supply crunch that eventually hits Bitcoin and it's going to explode. I still think we're early. I still think we're early on Ethereum. I still think we're early on the good blockchains. 99% of what out there is a scam. It is. 99% of NFTs are a scam, and 99% of blockchains are a scam. Some of them don't know that they're a scam. They actually believe they can, get enough partnerships and get enough money to get the tech right eventually. But a lot of them will fail. That's one of the reasons I love Cardano. I think they're doing it correct, but Cardano could still fail. You know why? Because all the big money's in Ethereum. So they're doing everything they can to suppress Cardano. They don't want right now. The big money doesn't want Cardano to win. We need to start flipping some of that big money over to Cardano. Anyway, I really enjoyed this stream. Had a lot of fun today. We had some good discussions. I do have a lot of to get done at work today. I hope you all have a great day. I may or may not stream tonight. Again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you want to catch my night streams, they're a lot more like I just pop in, do my thing. No rhyme or reason on the time. Anyway, worst case, I'll be back tomorrow. Love you all. Peace.